Hey everyone, Draker here, and I'll be casting a 1 versus 1 today on Steps of War. Now we're here with Dimaga as the red Terran on the bottom left spawn, and on the top right spawn we are here with HuK as the green Protoss. So we have two great players here, so this should be a pretty good matchup. Get the production tab open here. Now I'm going to speed it up until we start getting some build orders going on as we watching drones and probes getting built. It's pretty boring. At least for me. If you guys enjoy it, well, too bad. And now we do have a gateway on the way here at 10 supply by HuK. A little earlier than normal, but earlier the better. More quicker zealots you can get on the field. And we do have HuK with mineral in this probe's mouth here as he is going to scout. So if he loses that probe, he's also going to lose some minerals. And it's not much, but still, minerals are minerals. And we do have Dimaga is now just sending his scout out, as Dimaga doesn't even have a spawning pool or an extractor on the field yet, so he might be going for a quick expansion, which is exactly what he was doing. Dimaga isn't getting his hatchery out at 14 supply, which is fairly normal for Zergs to get at early hatchery at 14 supply. I could have worded that better, but too bad. We do have a spawning pool now on the way here from Dimaga. No extractor either, so we're not going to see early metabolic boosts on the field. I won't be surprised if he just goes right to a Roach Warren after. And it looks like we do have a little harass here by HuK. With his probe trying to kill that drone there, but is not going to happen now. We do have a second gateway is on the way here for HuK, as he did manage to get one zealot out, and he is chrono boosting out another. So it looks like he's going to mass some zealots at the start, as he doesn't even have a cybernetics or even anything for his gas yet on the field now. He is going to be able to slice and dice that drone out there by Dimaga, as he is going to do some damage now on this hatchery before it is complete. Dimaga was looking to bring out a bunch of drones to defend against this, but he decided to change his mind, as he does have 6 Zerglings are queued up now and are on the way to defend against this harass here by Dimaga, as the second zealot just gets on the field, so he might actually be able to kill this hatchery before those Zerglings are done, as another zealot is on the way, as nope, the Zerglings are done now, and they are going to be able to pick off these zealots, as he is pulling off a bunch of drones at the same time as HuK is deciding to pull back most of his zealots, as he realizes death is imminent. As more Zerglings do finish now, Dimaga is chasing away this push here from HuK, so he's definitely doing the straight up two-gate rush here, which is one of the many rush strategies you can do as Protoss. Now we do have a bunch of Zerglings here just microing around, trying to get a perfect spot on here, and he needs to attack soon before there's too many zealots on here to deal with, as the queen is now going to try picking off these zealots, as now we do have the zealots are split up here by HuK, and now we do have Zerglings just getting the surround on all these zealots up here by the choke. Managed to kill them all, as almost losing the queen, as HuK is now forced to pull back with the rest of his zealots as another one comes into play. So definitely a failed attack there by HuK, as he was trying to do some damage, but he's only managing to kill, as he was getting a proxy pylon up as well. I think he was trying to block off this choke from some Zerglings, from Dimaga Zerglings, but it just wasn't enough. That two-gate push was well defeated, or I should say defended, by Dimaga. Definitely well played there by Dimaga. Now we do have Cybernetics Core is finally on the way, as well as 2 assimilators for HuK, as he's just now getting his gas. So he was trying to go for an early win there with his massive zealots with the 2-gate push, but it just wasn't enough. So now he has to transition his gameplay. Now he's the gas getting it late, I should say, is pretty bad to get it pretty late. I mean, even if you're going for a 2-gate push, you want to get some gas in case something fails or happens, as HuK is now going to kill a bunch of these creep tumors. And I do want to say that Dimaga hasn't gotten any gas as well, so yeah, it looks like he's just going to mass some Zerglings at the moment. I don't know what his plan is at all. Now we do have HuK was pushing out, managed to kill a couple creep tumors there, and then decided to pull back. As we do now have a pylon over here for scouting. We do have a spine crawler on the way now by Dimaga. Good choice by Dimaga. Put it right by his hatchery, and he needs to start using this transfusion and healing this hatchery instead of spawning some larvae. As we do have HuK now is pushing out with a handful of zealots again. So Dimaga is might be in trouble here, as that Spine Crawler is not going to finish before it gets destroyed, but the Zerglings are going to get the surround as more ton more Zerglings come into play here as the Spine Crawler does finish, but it does get killed, and these Zerglings are going to be able to pick off these Zealots one by one. So definitely another failed attack there by HuK as he's trying to do some damage at that natural, and the only thing he's managed to kill is a few Zerglings in the Spine Crawler. Now we do have a push coming out here by Dimaga as HuK is trying to kill that Overlord there with a sentry, but it's not going to happen now. We do have the choke is blocked off here by HuK with the well-placed pylon there, as he knew what was coming with a real great force field placement there, as now this Zealot is going to chop away at these Zerglings one by one, as the Zerglings are now finally inside the base, and they're going to be able to get the surround on the sentry and the Zealot, but I don't think it's going to be enough to actually, yes, it is going to be enough, as no, another Zealot does get Chrono Boost out and finishes to defend against that attack, counter attack there by Dimaga. Now we do have a Forge on the way for HuK, so it looks like he's going to start planting some cannons down. Now I gotta say, these are definitely some crazy builds here. Everything's a little later than he normally do, as I mean, now he is finally getting his stalkers on the field as the warp gates did finish. But I mean, both teams got gas late. HuK just